Merry Christmas, everybody. Welcome to our Jules Favorite Things call. So, this is one of our favorite calls of the whole entire year. We're going to have some fun tonight. And we're going to give away some fun prizes, but all of your Jules are going to be sharing their top tips with you on how you can succeed and grow your Plexus business and overcome obstacles. So, it's going to be a great call. Lots of value for business building, but also some fun in there too. I'm already having fun. I don't know about y'all, but I'm looking around at some of these outfits and the just the festive spirit all over, and it is making me chuckle. So, anyways, all right. Well, I'm Brittany Howard. If you're new here, I'm a Diamond Ambassador, and I really love Plexus. And I have just been doing a little bit of reflection. This is the time of the year where I get very reflective and I look back over what goals I had set at the beginning of the year in every area of my life. And some of the things that I found actually surprised me. Like I grew in ways that I didn't expect, and then other ways that I did expect to grow, I actually didn't. And so but I still end the year with gratitude, knowing how much progress has been made in every area. And I would say Plexus as a company, when I left that mastermind meeting in New York City last week, I felt so pumped up about 2025. 2025 is going to be a massive year of growth for our company. And it was good that I had my bestie there to process it all with after the meeting. I'm pretty sure I just went on and on and on and on and on all day, but we are leveling up in like every area of the company and it's going to be a huge year of growth. And so I you should be very excited about everything that is coming in 2025. I'm not allowed to say all the things, but I just trust me when I say you're going to want to be in on it. You are going to want to make a decision to go all in because it's a year that could change everything for you, your business, your family. And I just want to encourage you to go all in. I want to encourage you to think big and go all in. And the other thing I wanted to share with you guys is when I was on these calls as a silver, a senior silver, a gold, a senior gold, ruby, senior ruby, even as an emerald, and people would say, go all in. It's going to be worth it. Trust me, it's going to be worth it. I wanted so badly to trust that it was going to be worth it, but I also had this nagging fear in the back of my mind of what if it's not worth it? What if I put myself out there and I risk rejection and I risk, like spending all this time investing my energy and just my resources into something that I actually fail at. And it doesn't end up feeling like it's worth it. And it costs my family something, or the sacrifices that I make in order to grow my business don't end up panning out. It doesn't end up being worth it. That was a nagging fear in the back of my mind. Shapes your family and helps mold them into who God is calling them to be as well. So it's absolutely worth it to go all in. And it's not an accident that you're on this team. So, okay, that's what I have to say tonight. And my winner for tonight, oh, the prize I'm giving away. I meant to bring it in here. I totally forgot to bring it in here. But one of my favorite things from this year is actually a birthday gift. When I turned 40, Christina gave it to me. And it is a Lululemon crossbody bag. It's the most comfortable and most functional and cutest crossbody bag that I own. I love wearing it wherever I go whenever I'm dressed casually. And it's just super cute. My teenager tries to steal it from me. And so, anyways, that's one of my favorite things of the whole year. And so, I'm giving one of those away tonight. And my winner for tonight, if she's on, is going to be Sarah Marie. So, Sarah Marie, are you on? If you are, will you let me know that you're on so you can claim your gift? 'Cause. 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 ' Oh, she's here. Okay, awesome. Well, congratulations,
I'm
Sarah Marie.
here. Thank you.
Yay! Well, Merry Christmas, Sarah Marie. Send me your address. I'll get that over to you. And now I'm going to pass the call over to our Diamond Ambassador, April Rish.
Well, thanks, Britt, and congrats, Sarah. So fun. This is one of my favorite calls of the year, y'all. I hope you're enjoying it. But I actually want to chat a little bit about stepping outside your comfort zone and being courageous in person. So, this year I had challenged myself to step outside my comfort zone, to connect with new people in person, local people, and to build some real relationships and really share the vision of what Plexus could do. And why should this matter to y'all tonight who are on? Is people connect with you first, not the products, right? And face-to-face conversations, you can bring the energy, you can bring the excitement. And so many women are praying for a solution, whether it be in their health, their finances, or maybe even a sense of belonging, right? With this incredible community. So recently I've shared with a surgeon's wife on an airplane, and she decided to join me. She's my first join from Minnesota and is probably my oldest join. A military spouse at the Christmas party I was at over the weekend, got to share with her about Plexus. A local photographer joined me. Got to also share with my dental hygienist, my chiropractor, and my physical therapist. All of those people will join me at some point. And so I just want you guys to know that these connections don't happen on accident, right? They had to be purposely made, and I had to make the decision to be intentional. And so, if this is you, if you're in that spot where you're like, I want to build a local team, then good. Go to events that your church is throwing or volunteer at your kid's school during the Christmas party, right? And spark those conversations. And here's how you can do it. Plan ahead. Like I said, think about the person that you want to build with. Are they in a similar season of life that you're in? Also be present. Once again, show up to the things. And I'm preaching to myself. I'm that person that like gives an excuse as to why I can't make it. And then my husband holds me accountable and makes me go. And then start the conversations as awkward as it could be. Bring a few questions with you when you're in person if you know you're going to get nervous like me, and utilize those questions and then cultivate your relationship. So you don't have to look far, you guys, when it comes to expanding your network, when it comes to getting people started with Plexus. I mean, it could be your next door neighbor, it could be your son's teacher, it could be the lady that sits in front of you at church. And so let's be bold, let's be intentional, and let's expand our teams this next year with people who probably are already put in front of us by God. So with that, I am giving away the most beautiful Kate Spade wristlet. It's called like deep raspberry. It's coming through as purple, but it's actually like this beautiful deep raspberry. And mine is going to Dana Davis. Are you on tonight? Michelle, I love Kate Spade too, a whole ton. Dana, are you on? Did she say she was on? Did I miss her comment?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yay! Okay, awesome. Shoot me over your address and I'll get it in the mail.
Thank
Congrats.
you.
And with that, I am passing it on to Terry.
So good, April. I love making connections in person. So thank you for that reminder. Okay, y'all. So something that has helped me so much and has made a huge impact on how I show up every single day is just being aware of my own personal energy. And the reason this is so important is because the energy that you bring, that is the energy that other people are going to pick up from you, right? So whether it's in your physical health or your business or your spiritual walk or your mental health, your energy pretty much affects everything. And y'all listen, life is hard. It's supposed to be hard. I've been reading about that this week. And we can't always control our circumstances, but we can choose to do the things that bring us healthy energy. And so what I have found since I have been actually tracking my energy habits, y'all, is that life doesn't feel nearly as hard because there's balance, right? And so I actually use a habit tracker. I'm gonna get Emily to drop it just in case y'all want to hold yourself accountable to this as well. But I do this so I can hold myself accountable to this because it's so easy to not fill our own cup, right? And so Emily's going to drop it. But here's what I mean, what that looks like. When it comes to like your physical health, like your just working out or whatever, like what are two things? I picked two, like the tracker has 8 things on it, right? And I have 4 different categories. And so, what are two things that you can choose every single day that will help you feel like you're winning? And that could be something like drinking your water or getting your step goals in or taking your supplements, just being consistent in that. But it does need to be something that feels doable so you can celebrate the win. And so, same thing with your faith. What are two things that bring you spiritual energy? Maybe it's doing Bible study with a friend or a group or quiet time with the Lord or going to church. Y'all, going to church used to not be like my everyday habit. Now it is. But that was how I filled my cup. And so when it comes to your mental health, what are two things that bring peace or joy or hey, just make you laugh, right? It could be conversations with good friends, or for me, I love a quiet bath, or I love to go get a pedicure, or shopping. Shopping brings me a whole bunch of joy, especially when I can use my husband's money, right? But for your business, y'all, there are a lot of things that bring energy with our business, but there's a lot of things I don't necessarily love that I do. And so it's just really important to make sure you're doing the things that do bring you energy. And so, same thing. What are two things that help you feel that have good energy in your business? It could be having a Plexus conversation. I love talking to people about Plexus, connecting with a business builder, or just listening to a podcast while you're driving down the road. Hosting events. Hosting events brings me a lot of energy. And so it's going to look different for everybody, but whatever those things are for you, just get crystal clear on them and make sure that you're doing them daily. And y'all, you can start checking them off on your planner. And what you're going to see is it's going to feel more balanced and you're not going to feel overwhelmed or stressed or just burnt out near as much as because you are having more of a balance with your energy. So that is something that's been helpful to me. My winner, let me tell you y'all, this is something that's been on my Christmas list and I have never bought it. I do have a makeup bag, but this one is super nice and bougie, but it's a CalPak hanging toiletry bag. And my winner is Ashley Perry. Is she on?
Yay, thank you.
Oh, yay, she's on. I love that y'all are all showing up. All right, well, I'll get that to you. And I'm going to turn it over to one of my good friends, Emerald Katie Wiggins.
Hi, everybody. That was so good, Terry. As she said, I am Katie Wiggins. I am an Emerald, and I am going to give y'all my top tip, which is no surprise to many if you know me. It's events. I love events, and it has always been a game changer for me, even if it is with just helping people learn about the products or here lately somebody on my team, Amy Branch, she does Friends Friday, and it is just totally like we call it our therapy session. We all meet up for coffee on Friday mornings, and we just have good conversations. Y'all, it doesn't have to just be about Plexus because that's where relationships start. You want to start that relationship with people and build that trust. Find out about these people. We have made so many new friendships through all events, even it be a one-on-one coffee day or a one-on-one lunch day. I do tons of those. And just building the relationship from the start. You want to have a really good friend in this, whether it be Plexus or non-Plexus. It is just been a huge blessing in my life. For me, community is huge, and that is what Plexus has brought to me because I was a stay-at-home mama of a lot of many hats. And for me, I love interaction because I was an x-ray tech by trade. I was always around people. And then I was in tractor dealership. I saw people all the time. And so to come home and not see nobody, I love to be able to be around the community. And so, yeah, that is my top tips. And I was going to show, I always keep my calendar full. I get these calendars from Walmart, but I always keep it full. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I color coordinate with pens. I put all my, like when I get together with anybody as a coffee date, Friends Friday, whatever, Sip and Seas, which is bringing the products to the table, whether it be new or old friends or all the things. Also, speaking of events, I haven't posted it yet, but it's coming. Super Saturday. If you are around me in Georgia, I am doing the watch party at my house. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The training's going to be from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So if you're around me, would love to have you in my home. I love to host, if you do not know. And so that is an event for me here and would love to have everybody here. It's going to be a fun time. We had a great time last year. And that's my little plug for that. But events, y'all, like I said, you want to be there. You want to build that relationship with people. Like I said, it does not have to be, oh, this is a Plexus thing. You can build that trust, build that relationship, and you never know, it could be a dream teamer for you. So that is that. And I wanted to leave y'all with a couple of things for me that have helped me here lately. As y'all know, like this year, I went in with a high and kind of came in with a low. Hurricane Helene about wiped my whole, the rest of the year out, basically. But we're building back up from that. But may your battles in 2024 become your greatest victories in 2025. So y'all write that down. I know everybody has experienced their battles and their valleys. And then another thing that was brought to my attention by a sweet friend of mine, she said, whatever gift you have been given, you are supposed to share it. And that is what the Lord has made us to do. And please just take that to heart, y'all, because we all have a gift. I used to think, oh, I can't sing and I can't do this. And then I had to come to a realization of what my actual things are that I can share. And one more thing, y'all, this is my favorite call of the year, and I'll tell you why. The first 2 years, I've been here 4 years come this upcoming February. The first 2 years, I sat on this call and said, I'm going to be a jewel giving away a gift the next year. So I want you all to write this down. It took me 2 years, and that second year I was serious. So the next year 2023, I became a jewel. So write down, I will be a jewel giving away a gift on the 2025 jewel call. Write it down. Y'all, I wrote it down 2 years in a row. When it becomes serious, it becomes serious. Okay, I probably took up my time. I was trying to do good, but I went over, but it's okay. So I'm going to give away my gift, and my favorite thing is Kendra Scott. But I have the black one for somebody. My light is bad. But it's the black Kendra Scott necklace. And my winner is Samantha Lentz. Did I say it right? She here? Samantha? I might have not said her name right. Samantha Lentz.
Katie, she's here. She just, I think she meant to message the group, but she messaged me and she is here.
Fantastic. Yay. Well, congratulations, Samantha. Send me your mailing address and I'll get it sent to you. And so now I am going to pass it along to the oh so wonderful Sapphire Abby.
Oh, well, thank you, Katie. And I think we have like the same earrings on. These little trees are so fun. Love it. All right. Well, something that has been really helpful for me in getting results this past year was having clarity and focus with my monthly business actions and goals. So I'm going to talk about that for the next few minutes. So guys, a brand new year is about to open before us, right? That is 12 months, 52 weeks, 365 days to grow, make an impact, make a paycheck, rank up in your business. So much potential is right at your fingertips. But how do you really obtain the growth that you're after? The answer is you have a plan. And that plan gives you a clear focus on what actions you need to be doing to hit the goals that you have set. And then you execute the plan. Guys, it's really not that hard. What happens is you move forward, you advance, you hit goals, you grow on purpose, you make a bigger impact, you increase your paycheck, all the things that we want, right? So the truth is each month is really a new opportunity to reflect on the last 30, 31, 28 days, right? We celebrate the wins, we reevaluate, we make adjustments in our plan, we pivot, and then we get into action. Guys, it feels easier to skip some of the less fun non-actions, right? reflections. But if you don't take time to slow down and really get yourself realigned, you could feel stressed going into a new month, anxious, feeling like you're cycling, not really having a clear focus on what you should be doing and when you should be doing it, who you should be spending time with, right? You could find that your points aren't moving forward, or maybe they're even moving backwards. You could also find that you're really quickly hitting your goals. So you're not setting high enough goals, or you're never hitting your goals. You're setting way too high of goals. So it absolutely pays off to take time to stop, reflect, reassess, set new goals, come up with a plan to hit them, and then share them with your sponsor. And do this at the front of each month to set yourself up for success this coming year. So this whole reflection, goal setting process, connecting with your sponsor, your coach, should happen within the first few days of the month. Guys, take initiative. Leaders take initiative, all right? The longer that you guys procrastinate or put it off or don't delegate time to this thing, the less time you'll actually have to take action and hit your goals. So every month, every week, every day, it does count. Make every day count in 2025 and watch what happens. So once you guys have your goals and you know what your action steps are required to hit that goal, the next step is then to map out your Plexus work into your daily and weekly calendar, okay? If you don't prioritize your business work, you can't expect to be paid like a business owner. So I do this on Sunday nights, and then I also revisit the plans the night before so I can go into the next day feeling prepared, focused, ready to execute. Ask your sponsor how many hours you should be spending a week on your business. It's typically dependent on what your goals are, where you're headed, and how fast you want to get there, okay? And then figure out a way to keep yourself accountable to your set actions. I have a weekly IPA sheet that I fill out so that I can see what actions I'm completing, and maybe there's an area I'm avoiding or spending a little bit too little time on. So, and then send it to your sponsor for accountability, and so they can give you some potential feedback as well. Guys, that feedback is so necessary for growth and for advancing it forward. So that's my top tip for you guys going into 2025. Set yourself up for success at the beginning of each month. Have clarity with the actions you're taking. Have focused pockets of work time in your days and in your week. And then track your work and stay accountable. I cannot wait to see all of you guys advancing this year. It's going to be amazing. So with that, I do not have them with me, but I'm giving away a pair of Deer Foams indoor-outdoor cozy booties. They're the cutest, comfiest things. And I'll let you pick the design that you want. My winner is Emily Squire. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Emily Squire, are you here? I'm going to the chat. Emily? I'm scrolling names. I see Emily. Is that the right Emily?
Yeah, she said she's here.
Oh, there she is. Okay, awesome. Well, yay, I'm super excited to gift these to you. So send me a message and I'll get them sent out to you. Congratulations. All right, next we have the wonderful Kayleen Yoder.
Thank you, Abby. I feel like I should have gone before you. So I'm going to share a little bit about life and how in this business we are always learning about ourselves. And if we are willing, we embrace the learning to grow. And last year was one of my most challenging years in my business. I had a couple leaders stop working, my health plummeted, and I realized that I did not know how to work my Plexus business without stress. I always felt like I was never doing enough. I wasn't showing up enough, and I showed up a lot previously. But I realized that it's not sustainable long-term. And I plummeted. I had to give my body a rest. I don't recommend not stopping to work. It's not easy to get back started, but I wasn't willing to quit. And it was a matter of knowing how to take those first next steps. And I'm telling you guys, if I'm speaking to the people who might be in a season of struggle right now. And you might be telling yourself, look at all of these strong leaders who are kicking butt, who've got passion in their voice, who are showing up, who are doing incredible things. Guys, if you're in a season of struggle and you are learning about yourself, learn it, embrace it, and then take the action and grow because of it. So a couple of things that I want to encourage you is be self-aware. Know your body, know what you are able to do, and ask yourself, is what I am doing right now in my business glorifying God? Is what I'm doing right now in my life glorifying God? Is what I'm doing as a mom, as a wife, glorifying God? If you can say yes to all of those, you're doing the right thing. Okay. Now listen, it took me a minute to get recalibrated. I had to figure some things out. I had to oil some wheels and I had to get back into action, but it's totally possible. And I want to encourage you, if you listened to Abby a minute ago and you're like, that was intense, that was a whole lot, I don't know if I can wrap my mind around that. Here's a simple action plan. Set your plan for the week, how big or how small. And then you're going to evaluate your activity. Did it glorify God? Did it bring results? And then you're going to add to that every week until you get back into a rhythm and get back into a cycle. So I want to also encourage you, if you have somebody on your social media that you are always seeing their stuff and you fall into that comparison trap, hide them. Hide them. Stay in your lane. Be who you are. Do what you are able to do in this season of life, and then just keep going. Also, fuel the fire, stay inspired, know what it is in your business that fuels you, and do more of that, because that is what is bringing life to you, and that's what's bringing energy to your business. So last thing, activity breeds energy, energy breeds life, and life breeds excitement. So the first step is you have to take the action, then the life and the rebirth will come, and then the excitement will follow. And I promise you that. I promise you that. I just had an in-person event tonight, right before this call. We signed up 4 new people, and I have a girl that won silver. It's so exciting, guys. So be encouraged. You're not always going to stay stuck. You're not always going to have down hard seasons, but embrace them and learn from them. Okay, my winner for my giveaway crossbody bags must be the thing this year. I have a leather one with a wallet, and my winner is Rachel Garcia. Are you on, Rachel?
Yeah.
Woo! Congrats. Send me your address.
Thank you.
Hat on. Okay. All right, guys. So I am going to pass it on to the vivacious Emily.
Vivacious, huh? I love it. Well, that was fantastic, Kayleen. Seriously, so good. And so, what I have to say kind of ties into that. But I want to talk to y'all about don't despise the valley, because we're not always gonna be on the mountaintop. We all want to be on the mountaintop all the time, right? But newsflash, nobody just hops in a helicopter and gets plopped on top of the mountain. Okay, you don't just start in momentum, right? You have to climb up that mountain to get to the top, to be in momentum, to have all the joins coming in and the people ranking up and all the things, right? So enjoy that journey along the way and know that it serves a purpose. So we all love the mountaintop moments, the momentum, the excitement, all the wins, but it is in that climb and in those valleys where your growth happens. It's where you develop grit. It's where we develop character and resilience that prepares us to be on that mountaintop, okay? And it's what we do in those hard moments, how we respond to failure, how we respond to adversity, when things are maybe feeling slow, or maybe they're just not as big, and grand as they have been, or as you
want them to be. It's in those times what you do, how you respond, that shapes you as a leader and as a person. So, what can you do in the valley? This has already been talked about a little bit, but I'm going to reinforce. So, commit to personal growth. Read books that strengthen your mindset, listen to some podcasts, dive into trainings. This is a great time to invest in your learning. Leaders invest in learning, okay? Stay connected. Plug into team calls. Even when you're not feeling like it, go. Get on the calls, show up to events, plug into our community, because in isolation, that's where your growth will stall every single time. Stay close to the fire. Brittany has a whole podcast episode about that. Stay close to the fire. Take consistent action. Show up every day with small, simple steps like reaching out, following up, serving your customers. Consistency, no matter how big or small, no matter good or bad, consistency will compound and you will reap the rewards, the results of whatever actions you are taking or not taking consistently, okay? And here's the other thing that I want you to know, and I feel very, very strongly about this, is that success is not limited. It's never, ever limited. There's always more than enough to go around, even if it might feel like everybody around you is winning except you, okay? There's still enough success to go around. So when we are cheering others on, when we're choosing to let their success inspire us, it never takes away from our journey. It strengthens our team and it lifts us all higher. We are all better together, so you will never, ever go wrong cheering other people on. So keep showing up, keep doing the work, whether you're in the valley, whether you're climbing up the side of the mountain, or whether you're on the mountaintop. Keep showing up and be someone who celebrates other people. Be that person for other people, okay? Your mountaintop moment is coming, long as you are doing the right things, and what you're building now is going to make that success that much sweeter, that much better, that much more rewarding. And I promise somebody or lots of somebodies are watching you and you are inspiring them to keep going when things are a little bit harder too. So that's what I have to say. My winner tonight, I am giving away, I don't have it because FedEx, but I printed off a picture. So I'm also doing this crossbody from Aloha. They're made in Hawaii. I love this brand. I was watching them on Instagram for months and months, and then we went to Hawaii, and of course I bought one. So anyways, giving away this bag, and my winner is Danny Adams. Are you on, Danny?
I am on. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, as soon as FedEx gets this to me, I will get it to you. So shoot me your address. And I am passing off to Michelle. So get ready.
No pressure. Get ready. Well, I feel like there's a theme tonight, friends. And here's what I want to say. Here's what I want to say is that if you can learn and if you can take action, you can be unstoppable and reach every single, not just goal, but dream that God has put in your heart. And I mean that with every fiber in my being. Here's the thing. I used to hear all the time, just take action, take action, take action. Action will cure everything. Actually, not true. Because if you keep doing the same thing and expecting different results, that's actually the definition of insanity. And guess what? I lived in insanity for a lot of years of my life and some in my business for sure. Here's the thing. Taking action is half of it. But if you are not learning from what you are doing, and I'm going to piggyback on what Kayleen and Emily and so many others have said, personal growth. Here's the deal. I have told my children, and because of this business, learning is now a daily habit. And I tell my girls this, the day that I stop learning is the day that I meet Jesus face to face. because we will always have something to learn. We always have something to grow. And here's the deal. Knowledge puffs up, but wisdom is what brings life. And what is wisdom? It is knowledge applied. When we are learning and growing, when we are taking action, you can literally become unstoppable. And there's always something to learn. So pause, like Abby said, and reflect. What are the things that I'm avoiding? What is it that's tripping me up? Where do I keep stumbling? Evaluate and then dig in and learn in those areas. Maybe it's just learning how to ask good questions. Maybe it's learning how to connect with people. Maybe it's sales skills. Maybe it's bolstering your mindset around duplication or the fact that this could be for you. What is it? And then dive deep and learn and apply. Don't just do it to check a box. Don't just do it to check a box. That's not helping anybody, but apply it to your life and put these things into action. Let me ask you something. How many legs does it take to walk? It takes 2, right? To really walk, you need 2 legs. Well, taking action and learning are the 2 legs of this business. You've got to learn and you've got to take action. And when you can do those things, friends, I'm telling you, you can become unstoppable. If you can learn and take action, no one can keep you from winning. I'm telling you, even your fails are not fails when you learn. I had a fail today. A big one. Guess what? It's a fail forward and I'm going to learn and grow. I had to feel the pain to make me want to change. And this is going to be one of my greatest stepping stones instead of stumbling blocks. But if you can learn and if you can take everything that happens to you, especially the failures, because honestly, success is an awful teacher. But when we fail, when we take that as this happened for me and not to me, it's a stepping stone and not a stumbling block. And you will get better because if you can learn and take action, no one can stop you from winning. No one. And friend, you can do that. You know how to learn and you know how to take action. So learn and take action and you will be unstoppable. So with that, my winner, and yes, I do love Kate Spade. And in fact, you're going to get, I've got this virtual background, so you can't really see it. But my background is pretty. It's this beautiful diamond sparkly ball necklace that I think is just fabulous. And every girl needs something diamond, right? From Kate Spade. And my winner is Kimberly, and I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Kocher. Kimberly, are you on the call? Kimberly here? Kimberly? Let's see.
I'm not seeing a Kimberly in the.
Okay. No Kimberly. Is Kimberly here one last time? Okay. Not a Kimberly in the list. Okay. So what about Caitlin Stevens? Caitlin Stevens, are you here?
I'm here.
Yay, Caitlin, congratulations.
Thank you.
And with that, I am passing it off to, who am I passing off to Haley, beautiful Sapphire, Haley Arnold.
Thanks, Michelle. You are fabulous as always. I feel a little, can I follow you? No, but you're great for real. So y'all, we told each other what, like those of us that have spoken, we told each other what we were going to talk about tonight and what we were going to hit on and that kind of thing. So I think it is just very interesting and telling that what I am going to talk about, and really will just be a reminder to you, is personal growth, which has intertwined itself into every single person's conversation, I think. And so I hope that that just reminds you of truly how important personal growth is. It will not only transform your business, but it will transform your life. And this is coming from somebody, trust me, who is still very much growing, as we all are. But especially recently, well, actually, I shouldn't even say recently. I've been here almost 4 years, and I feel like from day one to now, it's just been a constant growth. Some of it more painful than others, but all of it worth it and truly life-changing. So, one thing though that I definitely wanted to share with y'all is that your growth journey, if you want to call it that, is your own. So the skills here, they're going to be pretty much the same from person to person, slight variations with how we do things, but your growth here is truly yours. Just because you run into something that you have to work through and Sally over here didn't, that doesn't mean that you don't belong here. It doesn't mean that you can't do this. She may have something she has to work through that you don't have to work through. She may work through it faster than you do. Yours might take longer. It's just layers. It's like an onion, and you're going to have to peel it back, and you'll hit something that you didn't even know was there that you have to work through. But that is not telling you, that's no sign that you can't do this, or that you shouldn't do this, or that this isn't for you, or that somebody could do it better. It's just something that's there that you are figuring out. And honestly, not just with the business, but really with just our walk with the Lord and how he's just working those things through us, helping us help other people because of the things that he's working on through us. So when you hit those things, don't compare, and we've said this before too, but don't compare your journey or your layers to your friend or your sidelines or your uplines or your downlines or anybody. Just know that it's personal growth because it's personal. It's yours. So it may not look like everybody else's. Emily talked about the ups and downs, so I'm not going to go too much into that, but you can learn at every single stage. If you are in the valley, if you're on the mountain, if you're somewhere in between, I promise you, there is something you can learn. And like Michelle, well, like everybody said too, like read, listen to podcasts. There's so many resources that you have to learn from. And I can totally agree with what Michelle said too, as far as just learning every day. That's something that I really do enjoy. So, but if you don't, I promise, once you kind of start digging in, and just kind of learning different perspectives, reading different authors, and just different like information about network marketing even, or just growth mindset. I have the book Successful Women Think Differently sitting right beside me. Just things like that. It just gives you a whole other perspective than you might would have never heard before. And on that note, with things you might not have really heard before, if you have spent years and years and years of responding to situations a certain way, this was me, this still is me, that when I have to work through things, if you have told yourself for years, I'm fearful, I am always rejected, or I'm never good enough. If you've said these things to yourself over and over and over for years and years, don't think that just because you come in and, you get around all these awesome people, you earn some cruises, you're on the leaderboard, it's not just going to go away instantly. And it's also definitely not going to go away if you're feeling disappointed or discouraged. So in any situation, it's okay to know that if things come up, it's okay. You're going to encounter situations that feel hard. And if you're used to responding a certain way, you're just going to have to flip that script. And sorry, I talk with my hands a lot, but you're going to learn to flip that script. And you can do that, but you're normal. You're totally normal. We all have to do that. So that's pretty much all I have, except just to remember that this is all about building relationships, connecting with others, and that starts with you. So the more you grow, the more your business can grow. And so just start slow, commit to listening to a podcast ever so often, or commit to 10 pages of a book daily. And I meant to look at the clock to see what time I was on, and now I don't even know how much I've talked. So here we go. Okay. And becoming who you become along the way. Keep that in mind. Okay, so I am going to give away a piece of my favorite Kinsley Armel jewelry. And this is just important to me because I'm pretty sure this is the first piece of jewelry I got when I started Plexus. And to a lot of people, that's not a whole big deal, but I never bought stuff for myself like nice jewelry. And I remember the day I went and bought this Kinsley Armel like jewelry holder. And I was like, oh, look at all my jewelry I have to put on here. This is fun. I never had stuff like this. And so it's pretty meaningful to me. So I'm going to pass that on to Gina Carey. And I know she was on earlier, so she's still on.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. Send me your address and I will get it to you. And I am going to pass it on to Angela.
Hello, everybody. So thank you so much. That was amazing. I loved everything so far, and y'all are so inspiring. This is why I love what we do, y'all. And so I'm going to jump right in. I'm talking about showing up every single day with passion and belief, and showing up and changing lives. How can you show up daily with belief? How can you show up excited? This is what people often tell me. This is the strength that I have. And I'm just going to explain a little bit of why I'm able to do that so much. And it's truly all up here. It all starts with, we went over it a little bit, but mindset is, of course, key. But belief, y'all have to understand that it's all about what you believe. And true passion comes from belief in what we have as a business, what we have in these products, how this is literally changing lives. And every time I'm messaging somebody or reaching out to somebody every single day, I can truly say I 100% believe what we have is actually going to answer what they need. I believe that they need this. I believe that every single person can be benefiting and blessed from what we have here. And so that is how this has changed and impacted lives around me that I've shared with. And I know that's how you can do the same. But I want to help you with how to start having that belief. You have to build your belief. You have to have, the passion, like I said, is naturally going to come when you understand what we have on our hands here. And so when you truly are seeing the lives being changed around you, when you know that God has given you an assignment and you can see that changing, when you're going in Gut Health and Happiness or whatever wellness page and Dare to Dream, and you're looking at lives being transformed, right? And you're going to begin to have so much more belief to share more authentically from that place of seeing genuinely this is changing lives. And so I'm just going to say that true passion comes, like I said, when you believe in what we have. You have to recognize the impact of the value of what it is. You need to connect with stories. Go read the other testimonies if you don't have that yet. I have so many people at this point that truly have been impacted that, I mean, it's just a given. It's all around me. There's proof everywhere I look of what we have here in both the business and in the products. So you have to focus on your why, though. Y'all need to understand what you're here for. So I would say spend time seeking the Lord and asking him, what is my mission? And every single day now I've started asking God to show me, who can I reach today that needs to be impacted by what we have here? Bring me the ones you have for me. And let me tell you, when you start your day off like that, before you start reaching out, and to me, that's getting close to the fire, as Michelle and Brittany and others like to say. What is your fire that you need to get close to? For me, it is, what is the Lord? How is he going to use this to impact lives? How is he going to change another life? I've seen so many change, y'all, and I'm getting on a bunny trail, but I get really excited about that if you can't see it. But I literally can tell you there's evidence all around us, okay? So go find that evidence. If you don't have it, borrow it from me. Go find somebody else who's talking about this with passion and do the same. Begin to get in those stories every single day. Get on podcasts. Get in the books and grow your personal development and let your mind begin to shift into believing in yourself also. So you're not only believing in what we have, which clearly you can go find stories and begin to grow in that, right? And then you can speak with conviction on that. But you also want to grow in believing in yourself. I had the privilege of having a father and a coach who believed in me and constantly told me I could do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And sorry, my phone is trying to talk to hang on. I got distracted because my computer's talking to me.
To me.
Oh my goodness.
today. I'm
I
going
don't know if y'all
to
can hear. I'm gonna have to close my notes. My computer is literally telling me everything I'm trying to say in my notes. I'm so sorry. Anyway, basically what I'm trying to say is believing in yourself. You need to dig into building who you are. And so I had that given to me, which did help me, but you can do this. You can start writing the word. You can start writing what the Lord says and who he says you are. And you need to speak that over yourselves daily. Get in podcasts. Begin to start setting yourself up to believe in who you are. Start with gratitude. This is another huge thing, is you have to be thinking about how far you've already come. Where did you start when you began this? Maybe some of you are new here. Then think about something else. Where did I come from, the background I had, and where can I go? I want you to envision yourself where you want to go. And I want you to write out the why, write out the vision, get close to the fire, begin to build your belief for what we have. And like I said, once you start to do that, your mind is going to begin to be focused on the abundance of what is available. And so as you're focusing on what God has for you, how this is impacting lives, how this has already transformed all the people that you've already heard from tonight, you need to start to say to yourself, I am able to do this. God tells me in his word that I'm able to be a conqueror. I'm able to overcome. And I want you to begin to do that. Okay. So write those things down. If you struggle with comparison, that will steal your joy. It will steal your passion. You've got to flip the script, as somebody already said tonight, and you've got to begin to write down what you're grateful for and begin to meditate on that. And then I want you to start turning this to, like I said, putting before you your why, what God's vision is for you, how you can impact others around you. Really believe that, really transform that, and change your mindset. And then the other thing is, I think I already talked about focusing on the right things, because it's going to grow. Right? You want to water whatever you're watering, it's going to grow. Whatever you're focusing on, it's going to grow. It's going to expand. So if you're focusing on what you haven't done or can't do, it is not going to change. But when you're stuck, if y'all will do this, revisit your why, get in testimonies, write down the vision again. I want you to ask yourself, have I been showing up daily with passion? Have I been excited? Have I lost my zeal? And if you have, why? What is going on? And I have had to do this. And there's a few times, I'll be honest, I'm never going to lose my passion about what we have here. To be honest, I don't think I could. But when it comes to believing in myself, might be where I would struggle. I have to go back to what God has said about me, what he's told me, what he's already given me, and what I've felt from him. And then seeing the evidence around me with other successful people. And then it's on. I'm excited. I'm on fire again. And I want to encourage y'all to do the same. You can do this. You just have to dig into that. Something I'm not as good at is digging into stopping, slowing down, and figuring out if there's an adjustment that needs to happen. And so I want to encourage y'all that you can do that. And you can start literally impacting more lives around you as you step into that belief. And I know I've taken a lot of time because I don't know what time it is. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the next part, which is a giveaway. So are you excited about the giveaway? Okay, y'all. Listen, I've got a luxurious blanket. This is one of my favorite things, okay, is giving away blankets, because I love cozy blankets that are warm, that are nice, and that are pretty. And so I'm going to give away a blanket. And my winner, hopefully you're still on, is Wimberly Lewis. Are you on?
Yes, I am trying to get my life together.
Yay. Okay, you can message.
Thank you.
I'll get that to you. So I'm so excited for you. So now I'm going to pass it on to the amazing Christina Williams.
What's up, you guys? I'll be the caboose for the call. So I'm going to just breeze through this. I know it's 10 o'clock. So luckily you guys will get to hear from me on the 30th. Mark your calendars. We are doing a special end of the year, kickoff of the new year. It'll have a fancier name than that. On the 30th, 8 p.m. Stay tuned for details. But my top tip is execute consistently, period. End of discussion. I'm reading the book, The 12-Week Year, again. And he says, it's not what you know. It's not even who you know. It's what you implement that counts. And I feel like if you see results that somebody is getting, 9 times out of 10, it's not because they know something better than you, or they have a skill set that you don't possess, or it's that their personality is something that's even more marvelous than you. It is probably that their execution it's probably just is higher than yours. It's probably just that they're executing the small things that you don't think really actually matter. They're probably executing those things more often than you are. And so that is my top tip. Execute the things that you believe, because you sought wisdom, will move the needle forward. Execute them regardless of how you feel about it, when most people will stop. I think that's the kicker for the people who are successful here, is they execute the things longer, more often, with more effort and with more effectiveness than other people. And I think that just compounds over time. So I will share more about that on the 30th, but I want to get you guys tucked into bed. So I want to share my favorite thing. And listen, I've been obsessed with this cup, y'all, since Hawaii. It's the BrewMate. I had never heard of it before. I'm not a bougie person. I'm like Walmart all the way, but this cup is my favorite. So I'm giving away a BrewMate, whatever this is called, BrewMate cup. So if you've ever had one and you love it, shout that out in the comments. But my winner, and she's not allowed to win her prize if she does not show us a brand new baby, is Madeline Travis. Madeline, are you here? She has the newest Freedom Team baby.
Baby incoming.
Baby incoming. Let us see. This baby is like 4 days old, you guys. 4 days old. Congratulations to our newest Freedom Team baby. So while we are waiting for baby Jessica, there she is. Congratulations, Madeline. Send me. I have your address, so you don't have to send it to me, but I'll get your cup in the mail to you. Congratulations on that beautiful baby. You guys, listen, we are so proud of everything that was accomplished in 2024 as a team. We celebrate those of you who had massive, massive wins. For those of you who are digging in to have your wins in 2025, we stand alongside you and we say, absolutely yes, make it happen. We are here for you. We will continue to 10x this team. Your leaders, we are committed to getting better, to learning. We're just committed to going further than we ever thought possible. You guys, we will be the #1 performing team in the company, and you can trust that. So we are so excited to partner with you guys in 2025. We're so excited to bring another year to a close. I still cannot believe that we get to be Jules, having our Jules favorite thing with all of you guys. So thank you for the honor of leading. Thank you for just the gift that this team is. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. And we will see you guys on the 30th. Adios. Bye.